probably argue, some non-white people in particular would probably argue that indeed we think white people know non-white people, and by that knowing are more able to control and dominate and keep the power dynamic as it is. How would you respond to that?
We know what we've done to you. And we know what over 500 years we've put in your heads. And we know how to utilize that. And we know how to take advantage of that. And we even know how to have a black friend. We know the dynamics of who is in control. And I don't care how much the system has changed to the point to where what is politically correct at this point might be different from what was politically correct in the 50s. We still know where your place is. We know where our place is. And to me, the greatest deception that we've caused is that your people believe us when we say, this is my place and that is your place. Because I see evidence, and especially in seminars like this, because I will hear non-whites speak, and I hear them speak when they don't even know that they're speaking from a position that I have told them is the only way they're going to be allowed to succeed to that degree that I'm going to let them come up that ladder. Of course, I'm just going to let them come up so far. But the greatest sadness for me is that they don't even know. See, I have done such a good job that they don't even know that I've done this to them. A strong black man one time said to me, one of the greatest things you can do for my people is to stop shedding any tears. Because I'm very emotional. I get very emotional because this is my heart. And it's what I will probably die doing. I have no illusions about what my people think about the work that I do. And I realize that. But when I talk with someone, it would be very easy for me to begin to weep at what we do and what we have done. And he said to me, you must stop the tears, because my people are so conditioned to putting their arms around you and comforting you when you weep, then they are no longer strong. Their strength that is coming from standing up and saying, no, you're not going to treat me like that. That strength is gone because they've got their arms around you, comforting you. And I have tried to listen to the wisdom of that very, very wise man. I can't always, When I sat in that room the other night, when the author of Without Sanctuary, when he was speaking and those pictures were there of the lynchings, the methods that we have used to keep control, I wept, that I could. But when I wept, his words came back to me, because all around me, the non-white people would reach out and comfort me. My God, there in front of, I don't understand it. See, I don't understand the closeness that your people have with the Mother Earth, with the concept of beginnings, God Himself. There is so much of that in you that you can forgive me and comfort me when I'm weeping at what I've done to you. See, that's beyond my understanding. I don't understand the kindness, and I say the word forgiveness, and God forgive me for saying the word forgiveness, because another very wise black man said to me, don't ever ask my people for forgiveness, because the word forgiveness means the eradication of a debt. If someone owes you money and you forgive that debt, then they don't owe you anymore. And I don't want to ever be a part of, for even a moment between just the two of us, eradicating any part of the debt that I owe you, because it's a just debt. And it's a debt that needs to be repaid to the fullness of my ability to repay. So what I say to you is, I apologize for what my people, for what I've done to you, to your ancestors, to your children, and unless we're successful here, to your grandchildren. I apologize, and I mean that. See, and to any non-white that hears me, but I don't ask your forgiveness. Did I go off?
No, all of this is relevant and helpful. So, speak as you will. You mentioned that white people who classify themselves as white, are aware, they know what has been done, what they have done over the years to non-white people. And there are two particular areas of activity that appear to be critical to maintaining the system of racism and white supremacy. These are activities that people all over the planet engage in. And the first one is religion. So can you talk specifically about what white persons have done to or taught non-white people in the area of religion in the context of racism?
You're wanting it to be to where I can't ever go home. That's it. Christianity has been misused for hundreds of years to keep your people in subjugation. And I'm speaking now a reality that the history books do not record, but history does. Christianity was used because if I said, okay, you don't believe the way I believe, and Christianity's the best way to believe, so I'm going to take you, and it's going to be for your own good, honey. It's going to be for your own good. I'm going to take you, and I'm going to tear away everything about you, and just keep your hands and your feet, because they can help me. I'm getting off. But I'm going to do this for your own good, because I'm going to give you a God. Now, what does that God look like? The reality of it is, when he came here, he didn't look